Your coach told me pregame the key for you guys was setting the middle, and you did that right away. How impressive was your middle attack? Woo! I'm soaking, bro.
Well, I'm right here peppering with Avery, and she's pretty excited. And what's not impressive is my skill. That's very unimpressive. But I am impressed by all the freshmen and the sophomores at this school that are getting involved in high school sports so early.
Nick, they are no longer upsets anymore. This team is a team to watch out for. Cesar Medina, 17 kills, 7 aces, a few of them right there to come back in that last set. What was going through your mind in the service line in that last set?
Just letting it rip, honestly. I told myself I'm going to just go for it. I'm going to go all out.
When your number's called, are you ready?
Always ready.
We are.
Always ready. Penn State, let's go.
Here we go. Back to you guys. All right, in every language you know, can you say we are the champions?
Somos los campeones. No, that's all I got. That's all I got for you guys. That's all I'll give you.
Somos los campeones.
So what motivates you when you're out here on the court, besides trying to take my head off?
Being able to see my progress.
And then how much of you wants to win and wants to take it all home?
Yeah, there's definitely a mixture of that. I think I'm super excited to be here.
Great does it feel after maybe a disappointing end to event one to come back and have a win like this?
Like Gianna said, you don't look at the failure. You don't look at it as a failure, but as a learning, point.
And what's your favorite part about watching live, exciting volleyball, especially with your dad out there?
Good.
I agree. It's good. It's perfect.
You can't become a washed-up high school volleyball player if there is no high school volleyball to be played. Ball.
And their players are right behind me holding up signs for their coaches. They've got Jonathan Carlson, Gert Leisha, Kaveen Vaz, and head coach Miguel Monterola are a part of their club, and their players are supporting them, something we love to see here in the NBA. I asked them if they knew their players were this, and they said they've seen some clips, but being in person has really opened their mind to the talent their coaches have. Was there ever any doubt on the Ramblers side that you end up back at this spot?
To be honest with you, not from me.
Hard to believe it's February and I'm standing here with my toes in the sand. For some people it's a bit concerning, but for the volleyball players at Pine Nursery, they dig it. What can we expect from Deja McClendon?
Good question. Well, I told you my goal. It's to be on every winning team.
Finish how we wanted to finish last night, and we came out and got the job done tonight, so that was excellent.
And you were... I have a feeling that was a really good answer. I don't know why.
Chilton serves, drops short. Berge passes it over to Rattray, who hammers it with some authority.
And again, Matt Hilling with that swipe from the right side gets the kill.
And I love the decision by Ignacio Roberts. Everything was thinking, go against the grain, switch the floor, go to your outside. He instead shoots it right back to Hilling, who was just blocked with the one-on-one opportunity, tooling the hands. Out of the back row, Danica Basaril gets a soft block. McCollum keeps it alive. Set this time to Rule on the outside, who puts Ben Libero, Natalie Revels in self-defense mode. Save the face. Perfect pass. Goes to Ofoha in the middle, but he's scooped up. Back to Mencia, who puts it down on the right side. McCollum can bounce some freebies too, though. She takes care of this overpass with a little bit of extra flair. Chance for the Wild. Backs at our camp. Off the hands and in the court, setting up set point here for San Diego. Fitting that it's Nick West and Corey Chavers combining together for that game, match, and season-ending block to bring the gold back to Orange County.
But Libero Ryan Manoogian cannot be understated. He certainly isn't the loudest player on the court, but his play and his personality shine as bright as anyone. Every player in the NVA has a close connection to the sport of volleyball. But for Ryan Manoogian, it means something more.
When I play volleyball, it changed my life.
The Ramblers Libero is an NVA All-Star, Hungarian Cup Finals MVP, and Norwegian Viking Player of the Year. And he's doing it all while deaf.
His ability doesn't matter as long as you know how to play volleyball well.
He plays every game with hearing aids in and limited on-court conversation. But he tells me, and his play shows it, that's never been a problem.
To be honest, in my opinion, I think verbal communication, like when you call the ball, I think it's overrated.
Manoogian says just by reading his teammates' eyes and body language during a play, he picks up what his ears can't.
I believe it's all about like the gestures, the way how you look at the eyes and the reactions.
Manoogian first found volleyball as a 10-year-old, playing pickup games with his neighbors. In middle school, he joined an indoor team,
and quickly knew it was the sport for him.
Good time. I think about my passion in that sport.
But being hard of hearing, he never believed he could play at an elite level, let alone professional, until he saw Olympian middle blocker David Smith playing on TV with hearing aids in, just like him.
He's like the best middle blocker in the world, and he's also like deaf. So when I look up, he's my idol. It was not for him, I probably would not have that confidence to play volleyball.
Does it bother you when people celebrate your accomplishments as a deaf athlete instead of just as an athlete?
No, actually never. I think I really like to be called a deaf athlete because it shows other deaf people that it will inspire them to do what they want to do for anything in their life.
As a player, Manoogian wants to be on the court as long as he can while rising through the professional ranks.
At age, like a fine wine, like my goal is to get better every year. Like for me, I do not believe in age. It's a Libero because I'm only Libero. Like I do not have to jump.
But as a role model, he wants to inspire young hearing impaired athletes the same way David Smith inspired him.
I want them to have confidence to play. Like be deaf doesn't matter if you're like do not let your deafness to pull you back.
And it was such a pleasure to see the joy and passion that Ryan Manoogian plays and lives his life with. So willing to adapt. I even was texting him the questions as I was asking him through that Zoom interview, and it's amazing to see the way he brings that play onto the volleyball court.
Two Bend High grads and best friends are playing Division beach volleyball next year. Noah Chast has the story of their journey from the hardwood to the sand. Noah?
Lee, Jillian Stein and Taylor Clark started playing indoor volleyball in the 2nd grade. They've been friends and teammates since, with goals to play indoor in college. But the focus shifted from the hardwood to the sand a few years ago, and through the journey, they've had to lean on each other.
Yeah, I'm with you. Oh, you're tight.
This fall, Jillian Stein is attending Austin Peay University in Tennessee, and her best friend, Taylor Clark, will be 3 hours away at the University of Tennessee, Chattanooga, both as members of their school's beach volleyball teams.
It's just fun to see us both growing and like getting stronger, and then now we're both going and playing Division I beach volleyball, and it's just something, it's just been really fun to see how far we've gotten from 2nd grade.
The Bend High indoor teammates started playing beach around 6th grade. During the pandemic, the two joined the Oregon Sand Volleyball Club in Eugene, and their passion for the sand took over.
That's when it like got more serious for me, and I like started thinking about like, oh, I could definitely see myself doing this in college.
While indoor and beach are fundamentally the same game, there's stark contrast in culture and accessibility.
I have more fun playing beach. I just like how you can just come to Pine Nursery whenever you want and just find people and pick up a random game with.
I feel like indoor volleyball is just a lot more serious, and beach is still serious, but it's just like, I feel like it's like a whole different community.
So what motivates you when you're out here on the court, besides trying to take my head off?
Being able to see my progress and how my skills are improving every year. And
I would say a big motivator for me is seeing other people like on the court working hard.
Playing on the sand the past few years, the two have leaned on each other as partners and friends.
Just have each other by our side. Like if we're struggling through something, then we have someone to talk to who actually understands kind of what we're going through.
While they won't be teammates next spring, their support for each other is not going anywhere.
Here's me and here's Taylor. We're just always getting better, and there's no roof. We're just Taylor. Oh my God. This is us. We're just going.
What a brilliant metaphor. No roof, just going to keep going, and both players will have to keep going and keep working as they hope to earn a spot on one of these starting 5 pairs by the time their freshman season rolls around next spring. We wish you luck. Noah Chast, News Channel 21.
Yeah, thank you, Nick. And I'm talking about a Southern Exposure player who's not with the team right now. It's because he's doing some pretty incredible things. It's Kyle D'Agostino. He's a libero with the U.S. national team, and he just led them to a 4-0 start in the Volleyball Nations League. And I caught him between Brazil and Bulgaria to talk about his time with the NBA and his journey to becoming a national team player.
I think the best thing about playing for USA is that no matter who you play, you're always going to get their best match.
27-year-old Kyle D'Agostino is currently repping the red, white, and blue, playing Libero for the U.S. national team in the VNL.
Overpass, Vakari hits into D'Agostino!
I mean, you're going at it with the best of the best liberos in the world, and you're holding your own by a long shot.
In someone's playing career, you feel like you just wait for that one opportunity and that one shot.
The Tampa native is not doing his best Eminem impression. He's being honest about a pivotal moment in his volleyball career.
In previous years, I was one of the younger guys, and I could feel like I had more room to learn and experiment. This year, not as much, and I think that's a good thing. I'm being pushed to mature.
The Stanford grad has been with the national team before and has played professionally in Slovenia and Germany. Last year, with COVID restrictions tight, he just missed the cut to be in the USA gym,
which gave me the opportunity to find another outlet, and I joined Southern Exposure in the NBA.
Kyle was blown away by the quality of play in the NBA and the diversity of volleyball backgrounds.
I loved that experience. It was interesting for me because I was able to reconnect with people that I grew up playing against and with, but then also experience a different side of volleyball and level of volleyball that I had never really been privy to.
After the NBA season, he was ready to go back overseas. There was just one problem.
In the fall of this last pro season, I didn't have a job.
Kyle couldn't land a contract and ended up training by himself in the national team gym in Anaheim while all the other players were competing around the world.
It's really a bummer that I don't have a job right now. And there were times when I was having a hard time with it.
Kyle was struggling, down on himself and where he was with his career, until one day his strength coach looked at him and gave him some prophetic advice.
You're doing everything you need to be doing. This is the place you need to be right now.
And he was right. A few weeks later, Kyle signed a contract with a popular club in Finland, and now he's leading the defense on Team USA, shining on one of the world's biggest stages.
It ended up being a blessing, and I went to Finland well prepared, and I think it is reflecting in my performance now.
To D'Agostino, they're playing it through the middle, and Jendrik, as he so often does.
And Kyle told me he'd love to come back and play for the NBA. Unfortunately, just a little bit busy this summer. He's been playing so well with the national team. He's really going to try his chances at sticking around there. And he'll probably be backing up Eric Shoji for now, but he's got a solid spot on that team and has really been impressing himself. And we're rooting for you, Kyle. It's great to see you shine on really one of the biggest stages in the country.
Awesome bit of information there, Noah.